Hope I'm visible. Okay. Let me start the session with a prayer. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satya Devaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satya Devaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satya Devaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I offer my salutations at Bhagwan Baba's lotus feet, and I have deep gratitude to all my mentors, teachers, and guides who have helped me in this journey of astrology to get this knowledge of astrology across people and help people out in their difficult times, be it career, relationships, health. So I have a lot of gratitude for playing a small role in helping out people. Okay, let's start for today. So what is the topic for today? So the topic for today is Aries sign. What is the significance of Aries sign? Aries sign is nothing but Mesh Rasi. We call it Mesh Rasi. Among the 12 zodiac signs, the first zodiac of Kalakrusha Kundli is Aries. So what is the significance of Aries? So when a person takes birth, when he comes out of the womb of the mother, so his first breath that comes out, the beginning, the start of his life, that is Aries. So it's all about the person, it's all about the baby who is born, it's all about the self. So that is Aries. Second is Taurus. Taurus is the person once he is born into which family? So that is Taurus. Like that, each zodiac sign has got its own significations. Pisces is the last zodiac sign. That is where the soul leaves the body and merges with the divine. So this is the signification of human life given through the zodiac signs in astrology. So that is the beauty of astrology. So let's talk about Aries sign. The first house in astrology, the first zodiac sign is Aries. Aries symbolizes new beginning, initial start of anything in your life, anything that you start in your life, any new beginning, that is Aries. So Aries is represented by a ram. It's like a sheep, a ram, basically the head of a ram. So Aries native, the Aries is a sign ruled by Mars. Mars is the planet indicating the Agni Tattva. Aries is the fiery sign. It is ruled by Mars. And Sun gets exalted in Aries. In Mesha Rasi, the Sun gets exalted. Exaltation is the point where the planet gets its strength. The Sun is in full strength in Aries. Also, Aries is the Mula Trikon house for Mars. So Mars has two signs. The Mars rules two signs. One is Aries, another is Scorpio. So let's go to the significance of Aries now. Somebody who is born as an Aries ascendant or Aries moon, that particular native will be too sensitive, will have very less patience, Mars, because the ruler Mars is a soldier. Mars doesn't think. Mars acts as per the command provided by the his chief, his king, or his higher authority. So Aries is a very sensitive sign. Whichever house the Aries becomes in your birth chart, the Karakatvas of that house, particular house, you can be easily be provoked. You will become more sensitive towards those matters. For example, you take a Libra sign, Libra ascendant. From Libra, seventh house is Aries. So seventh house is what? Marriage, life partner, business partner. For these people, it is a new beginning. So the marriage will happen instantly. Or they will choose their life partner instantly and immediately the marriage would happen. Or they choose their business partner quickly. They'll be very sensitive in whom they choose. Once they choose, they immediately decide, yes, this person is my life partner, this person is my business partner. So Aries has got that fast energy, swift energy. For example, if you take an example of a Gemini ascendant, for Gemini ascendant, Aries becomes the 11th house. 11th house is what? 11th house is gains. Whatever gains that you make, your profits. For if a Gemini ascendant person, if he is going into a stock market or something, you will be very highly concerned and you would have a lot of energy talking about his profits. One way to pull Gemini ascendant is talk about his gains, talk about how he's investing, how is the gain, what is his portfolio. You just talk about those things to a Gemini ascendant person, that person will talk to you for hours and hours and he'll be very keen on investing on various things. Immediately you will jump into investments to make such gains. So what happens is this Aries, as I said, is a very sensitive sign and people will be more proactive on the things that are representative of that house. For Gemini, it is the 11th house of kings. If you take example of a Cancer ascendant, the 10th house. So Aries is new beginning, as I said. If you see Indira Gandhi, madam, was born as a Cancer ascendant. 10th house is Aries. 10th house is what? Your name, fame, your designation in your career. She is the first prime minister. Okay, something new. First prime minister, first president, first chief minister. Because when Aries becomes a 10th, you will become unique. You will be the first person to do that. You will be the first person in the career to do that. You will take up projects which other people are given up. You will be the first person to take up those projects. Similarly, if you take example of a Sagittarius, not a Sagittarius, if you take an example of a Scorpio ascendant, Vrichik ascendant. So from Vrichik, Aries becomes the 6th house. 6th house is what? 6th house is your competition, challenges, job. When these people go into a job, they always take up challenging projects. They don't want to be in a project which everyone else is doing. They want to do something different. Because they want to dive into something new. This is a plus point. So what is the negative point about it? Negative point is Aries is something new which other people have not tried it out, which means you have to start from the scratch. You may not be ready for it. So when you are not ready, if you are ready to take up the challenge, then there are high chances that there are a lot of obstacles now. So you will have a lot of obstacles, right? These people will not think about it. They will just blindly take it because Aries is thinking is very less in Aries. So what happens is they will enter into a project which is very challenging. Once they are started the project, they start feeling bad about it because they are not getting the help they need, or it's completely new. They are left alone. Then they will start feeling bad. Oh, I shouldn't have taken it. So I was the lone wolf here. So what can I do now? So that is the main problem about Scorpios. Scorpio ascendants, you will find a lot of terrorists, revolutionaries born in Scorpio. Also, you have normal people also. I'm not saying that normal people are not there, but these normal people, they want to do something different in their jobs, which nobody else has done. Some people succeed, some people don't. Whoever doesn't succeed, then they feel bad about having taken up. So this is Aries thing. If you take an example of a Sagittarius ascendant, Sagittarius, Aries becomes a fifth house. Fifth house is what? Children, speculative gains that you make through stock market. Okay. Easy money, the easy way of making money, right? So what happens? Sagittarius ascendant, they'll be more interested in this. Knowing whether there is a, even if there is a loss factor involved, they will do a lot of risk taking ability without thinking. They will gain money, lose money, gain money, lose money, but they'll feel very happy about it because the Aries is a provocative thing. It will provoke them to do that. So Sagittarius ascendant, Aries in the fifth house, the speculative gain. So whatever predictions I am making now, it's called a blank chart prediction, because I'm not seeing any horoscope. I'm just talking only about the signs. Okay. So this is the beauty of blank chart prediction. So if you are able to make, so if you are an astrology learner, I'm sure that you will appreciate a lot. So for those people who are just watching this video, you want to know some prediction, then this video may not be for you. But if you are still interested in astrology, I would recommend you to watch this video completely. Okay. So Sagittarius ascendant fifth house. So fifth house is also children. The Aries is your fifth house. Fifth house indicates children. So there could be a chance that these people were not wanting to have a child, and suddenly they decide, let's have a child. This whatever matters related to Aries and whatever decisions you make, things related to Aries, that particular house, things would be sudden in your life. There is a sudden rise and sudden downfall. Both are there. That is Aries. Because Aries is all about self, immediate decision, immediate things. Okay. One more good thing, one thing that we can see, is Mars is a red colored planet. So if Mars is very active in your chart, that's it. Why eyes become red? There is a significance to it. Why eyes become red? Eyes become red because when you focus on something for a longer period of time, say watching TV, working on your PC, working on your laptop for long hours, what happens? Your eyes get red. So Mars is focus. Wherever there is a focus, there is Mars. There is some energy of Mars here. So whoever has a weak Mars in their chart, they will have a difficulty in focusing on one thing for a long period of time. That's why there is a significance to red color also. So being a physics student myself, red, if you take an example of a red laser, okay, it has more wavelength. The wavelength is more and it scatters lesser light. The scattering is less. So when there is lesser scattering, which means you're trying to focus it more. So this is some scientific uh, proof or evidence which I am giving for astrology. So science and astrology goes hand in hand. So I just want you to give this information. So as I said, Aries is like head of ram, head of a sheep, a goat. Okay, head of ram. So there is a chapter in Manusmriti. First chapter of Manusmriti, if you see, we have four communities: Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras. You see, Brahmanas are driven by head. Their actions are taken based on what they think in their head. So they guide people with their head. That is significance of Brahmins. So that's how it is divided. And second is Kshatriyas. Anyone who does work by hands, they fight. They fight for their country. So Mars is Kshatriya here. Mars is a soldier. Third is Vaishyas. The Vaishyas are the people whose actions are taken based on the stomach. Vaishyas originate from the stomach of Lord Brahma. Vaishyas are traders. They need to fulfill their stomach. Mars is security. So, if you see, traders and security, the Mars soldiers, they never go hand in hand. Because these people, suppose if you ask Vaishya to secure, provide security to you, he cannot. He will just tell you, you make money and go. Okay. Whereas a Kshatriya will protect you. Kshatriya is not, I won't say not much driven by money. Okay. So Kshatriya is the one fights for the country. That's why in planets also we have Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, Mars and Mercury. These planets are enemies, we call it. Because Mercury is driven more by intelligence, what to say, smart thinking. Mercury doesn't have that valor like a Kshatriya. Mars, on the other hand, it has valor. It will protect you. It will do the body work for you to protect people. But Mars doesn't think. You have to feed Mars with some amount of logic. Mars, you have to tell, so this is your goal, go and hit it. Then Mars will do it perfectly. So Mars lacks intelligence and Mercury lacks valor. So what happens? This Mercury and Mars, when they are together in any chart, they will have diseases, some diseases related to, because this is Vayu Tattva. Mercury is Vayu Tattva Graha. It's ruling one air sign and one earth sign. Whereas Mars rules one water sign and one fire sign. So these two don't go together. So when these two planets are together in any chart, you can see people having a problem related to skin, because Mercury is skin, and other people have problem with asthma. Whenever Mercury is conjoined with Mars, what happens is the Mars Vayu, the air breathing, gets disturbed. Mercury's skin gets disturbed. However, suppose if you have a Mercury in the Martian sign, say in Aries we have a Mercury. What happens is, if you talk to that person who has Mercury in Aries, what happens is Mercury is communication. That person's communication will be very fast. He will swiftly give you an answer within a fraction of a second. He would give you that answer within a fraction of a second. This is a benefit of having a Mercury in Aries sign. So those people who have Mercury and Mars combination or Mercury in Mars signs, they'll be great comedians. Because for great comedian, you need presence of mind. Instantly. That's timing, right? When somebody says a joke, immediately he cuts and gives you a joke. Because if you are going to take more time, then what happens is the joke fades away. So this is the benefit of having planet like Mercury in Aries sign, people make good artists like Charlie Chaplin, who do stage comedians. All those will have a wonderful Mercury Mars combination, or Mercury and Mars connected in a different way. Okay, so Aries we saw already. Like whichever house your Aries represents, that will be a new beginning. You will have a lot of. You will be provoked easily. Okay, and you will think. You will take decisions without thinking. You will be ready to take risks immediately. You will be very sensitive about the matters relating to the house that Aries and see how it behaves. Parashara Rishi, Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra we have. So the Parashara Rishi mentions when you have a planet like Venus in Aries, then that person is said to have a bad character. So when to say that someone has a bad character. So what I am saying is, if you see 5,000 years ago, go back 5,000 years ago, there was no dating apps like Tinder, and we don't have social media sites now like we have Facebook, Instagram to connect with people. So that was the time, like people are not having anything. People mostly stuck their work, they go back, they stay at home, go back, play in their backyard, do their work, come back. So they people are like people get married early, they have children. After 50, their focus is that they had was the marriage. The children, being with family. When Venus is in Aries, that person will get into relationship faster and also comes out of a relationship faster. Because when something doesn't go that way, right, they will not be able to accept it. So they will come out of the relationship. Thinking about what Parashara Rishi was saying that time, could be that people who are already in a relationship, not being satisfied with that relationship, start looking for another new relationship because Aries is new. It keeps looking out. So where can I start now? So this is not working out for me. So where can I go now? For physical labor. When it's Nisha, when it gets debilitated, weakens in the house of Aries, what happens is you don't have to put in that much of hard work. That is one thing. What happens is Saturn is an old person, old man who is walking with a stick. You put him in a fiery sign like Aries. You put an old man in soldier's house where there is fire all around. What happens? The old man panics. So these are the people in their work environment, they will be put under a lot of stress. They will take a lot of stress in their work environment. As a result of which, they will keep changing a lot of jobs. Certain in Aries person, I have seen they switch jobs very easily. If there is little stress, they will come out. And Saturn in Aries person will not have that patience because Saturn has patience. His patience will be tested in the sign of in a place where he has to work fast. It's like asking a lazy guy, okay, we make him join an Indian army and follow the procedure. Get up. So that is how Saturn feels in the sign of Aries. Most of them it will be like it will not be challenging. It will be put in a more stress on doing the same thing and again and again. So easily they hate their job and switch over to the next job. So this is suppose if I am your teacher and you don't listen to me, what happens is Jupiter becomes short tempered here. Jupiter wants things to be done faster. When Jupiter says finish your homework, then you have to do it. So Jupiter in Aries person will not tolerate injustice because Jupiter is justice. Jupiter is wisdom. When we don't see, when people don't act the way they speak, the Jupiter in Aries person gets angry, temper. So every planet which goes into Aries will have that temper. What is the reason for the temper? What is the reason that is bothering them? Is it their job? Is it their relationship? Is it the wisdom? Is it the family life? So that gets more. Yeah. Jupiter in Aries, it's okay because it's a friendly sign. Jupiter does well. Jupiter gets things done here. If a person is a teacher, he'll be what to say, very strict person, and he gets the job done. The students will obey and they'll do that. Okay, next we have Sun. Sun in Aries. Sun is exalted here. Sun is the Agni Tattva. Sun is Agni. Coming into the fiery sign, which is Agni. Sun gets more comfortable here. This is the best position for Sun. Sun indicates your intelligence also. This person will be more intelligent. Sun in Aries and Mars also. It is always important that any planet whichever comes into Aries, if it has to do good, perform well in that line, then Mars has to be stronger somewhere. Mars in Capricorn, Mars in Aries itself, or Mars in friendly signs of Jupiter or Sun's houses, then it does good. Because Sun in so we have covered like most of the planets now. Okay, if somebody how can we spot somebody who has a weak Mars or their Aries sign is affected? How can we know that? Because Mars is self-discipline. Only remedy for Mars, one best remedy, up to no religious remedies, no going to temples, no chanting mantras, nothing. What is the best practical remedy for Mars? Try to execute it, no issues. If you are not able to the best for Mars. Whichever house Mars is sitting in, or whichever owner the Mars is. So if you are an Aries ascendant itself, you are making yourself strong. If you are Libra ascendant, then you are making your family life strong, your relationship with your spouse, your business relationship, business partners, relationship with them, you are being making it very stronger. That is the best possible remedy. You have to set a goal to Mars because Mars will not come and knocking at your door. See, Mars is policeman, right? When does the policeman? If suppose if the city is very clean, neat, no theft, no robbery, no mischiefs happening, then the police will not be seen in the city because they know that it's a very nice city. I don't have any job, emergency. When you tell him something better, somebody has taken my belongings. It's your responsibility to find it out. Then the policeman appears and he will do his task. So it's very impossible for you. It's very important for you to set a goal for Mars to. So this is main. I feel I have covered anything or everything about Aries thing. So wherever Aries sign is there, so don't get provoked by we think once or twice before acting. Okay. At the same time, have your goals set, like in any aspects of your life, right? You have to set your goals, work on it, be more disciplined. So that is the best thing I can give, remedy that I can give it to you. So that's it from my side. If you like, so this is a live video that I want to give about Aries sign. If you have any queries about astrology, about what I have spoken right now, or general, feel free to comment in the comment section. Okay. See you all. See you all maybe in, next Sunday on Taurus sign. We'll talk about the Taurus sign and its significance. So I'll try to make one video of every sign every week. Let's see how it goes. Thank you all. Bye. So let me finish with the prayer. साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्. साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्. साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्. See you all. Bye.